Hello and welcome to Glitter Shine Nails. If you're new to my channel, welcome. Back last year I purchased a few smaller Nicole Diary stamping plates and I've divided them into a few videos which will all be coming to my channel in the future. So in this video I'll be swatching and reviewing Nicole Diary stamping plate 051 and 081. As always, you can find information on where I purchased from in the description box below. Before we get started, please subscribe to my channel and make sure you have the bell notification on, and please like this video. These things really do help out my channel, thank you. So I'm starting with plate 051. I have my usual scraper along with my two favourite stampers. I'll be using both just like in the last video. For the first swatch I'll be using a white coloured nail tip along with a teal blue coloured stamping polish. For this swatch I'll be using the smaller stamper. For this Dreamcatcher design, images like this can always be very popular and look very beautiful, and I love the colour combo of this swatch. For the next swatch I'll be using a green shimmer coloured nail tip along with a white stamping polish. For most of these swatches I'll be removing the excess stamping with my lint roller. This large stamper picks up images so nicely, and you'll see that I've turned the plate slightly for scraping. This is just something that I like to do, but this line image is very pretty, very tribal looking. For the next swatch I'll be using a yellow coloured nail tip along with a burgundy stamping polish. When looking at this plate there is a few images that I'm drawn to, and this is one of them. I have switched back to my smaller stamper. Now there is a small part that didn't transfer and it is tiny. It's still a stunning image though, and looks very bold in the burgundy stamping polish. Moving on to stamping plate 081, for the first swatch I'll be using a pink coloured nail tip along with a shimmery charcoal stamping polish. Now this stamping polish is very new to me, so I'm trying out different colour combos, and this one definitely works well. I do apologise for the out of focus, but you'll see from the picture just how well they work together. The pink and the charcoal looks beautiful. For the next swatch I'll be using a light blue coloured nail tip along with a dark blue stamping polish. Now normally for smaller images I would switch back to my smaller stamper, but when the plate is like this one I find that I don't, and I honestly can't explain why, I just do. An image like this can be placed anywhere on the nail and it fits from side to side on the nail tip really well, and it's another pretty design. For the next swatch I'll be using a sage green coloured nail tip along with a dark shimmery green stamping polish. This is definitely a colour combo that I like, but I don't use very often, and I can't even remember what colour this is from my gel polish collection. I'm definitely going to have to try and find it though. And a white would work also really well in place of the dark green stamping polish. Very beautiful though. And then here they are all together. So let's move on to the photo swatches and manis that I've created from these Nicole Diary stamping plates. Nicole Diary stamping plate 051 is full of mixed size designs, of which have a lotus mandala feel to them, and there is 30 images in total. With the 5 long line designs in the middle of the plate, I've added them across the nail like I did in my last video, so you can see as much as possible of the design. The black and silver one, I wished I'd have redone that one so it looked much better than what it does. All of these small images will work really well alongside any large mandala lotus style image like from Nicole Diary stamping plates L08 and L07, and maybe even something a little bit different, L017, which was my last video. Mandala lotus inspired manis are another popular style of design to create. They're definitely one of my favourites to choose, and that is why I chose 051 in the first place. The only thing with these smaller stamping plates from Nicole Diary is they used to come with envelope sleeves and now they don't, and they used to have plastic backing on them and now they don't. So it makes them storing them quite difficult for me, as I don't have any small holders for plates of this size, so I'm probably going to have a look into that, because the larger stamping plates from Nicole Diary I have plenty of holders to spare. I did, just like the video I've just shown you, switch between the small and larger stamper for these images, and they both worked really well as I expect from Nicole Diary stamping plates. As with all other Nicole Diary stamping plates, I've purchased them all from AliExpress. The seller on there is very quick. They normally are with me within about 2 to 3 weeks, and I've never had any problems with them either. All of these images really filled the pop sticks really well. One thing I will say is that when it came to create the mani, it took me quite a while to decide which images I was going to use. It felt like most images didn't really go together, but would with other plates. Normally I can choose which images will work together very quickly, but not with 051, so definitely I want to have a look at other plates as well. I did in the end find a couple of images though. So for the mani, I've used a royal blue gel polish as my base colour, and I've used a metallic lilac coloured stamping polish. I've used 3 different images to create this mani. These 3 images were only a few that I felt worked well together. The middle and the thumb I've stamped a full image and then part of the image again underneath. Not something I do very often, but I do like the effect. I did wonder if this mani would look better matte, but in the end I decided to keep it glossy instead. But I really do like this mani. Nicole Diary stamping plate 081 has some really pretty images. There is 20 triangle shaped images at the top and the bottom of the plate, and then in the middle there is 7 smaller designs. This is another stamping plate in which I would use with other stamping plates. Again, it took me a while to plan a whole mani, so I would use this plate with other styles of geometric images. For these I did only use the large stamper, but they all worked really well with it. This style of images work well as accent nails, and I think that's another reason why I had trouble planning a whole mani, and also why I don't really like the mani I've created. All of the triangle style designs I've placed onto the nail tips as you see them on the plate. This means that you see everything in the designs, but these are great for cuticle or free edge placement. But again, because they have a lot of detail in them and they're made up of a lot of fine lines, just be careful of them drying really quickly and coming back onto the nail. You could use these style of images along with some floral designs or geometric patterns, or even some damask images, so there is plenty of possibilities with 081. I definitely want to have a play around with some other plates to see if I can create anything better than what I've already done. I'm really happy with all of the swatches though. I am currently, with all of the swatch reviews coming to my channel, having a play around with some new colour combos with the 7 new stamping polishes. Some are great, some aren't though, but I'm still keeping them in so you can see them all. I know I've said this before, but Nicole Diary stamping plates are really good for beginners to the stamping world, but also for people like myself who have been stamping a while. I've been stamping almost 5 years, but I still make mistakes and I still have very bad off days. But Nicole Diary stamping plates are very inexpensive. Both of these 2 smaller stamping plates cost me £1.20 each, so super affordable for all of those manis to create. And even though they can take a few weeks to arrive, I'm very happy to wait when I've paid so little for them. So for the mani, I've used a chestnut brown gel polish for my base colour, which, if I'm honest, I'm not a fan of the colour. And I've used a dark shimmery brown stamping polish. I've used 2 different images for this mani, one of the triangles and then one of the small ones from the middle of the plate. This was a new colour combo I was playing around with, and I'm not sure I really like it. The smaller images didn't really seem to stamp as well as they had before, but it was hard trying to team images together, so I definitely need to work more on that. But this shows I can have my off days when creating manis. All of my swatches will be over on my Instagram page in the next few days, along with the manis and what products I've used. There is a link in the description box below. If you do come over and see my posts and you like them, please give them a like as well. I'd be really grateful. Thank you for viewing my swatch review on these Nicole Diary stamping plates. I hope that you've enjoyed it. If you did, then please give me a thumbs up. I would really appreciate it. Comment below. I love to hear from you. Hit that subscribe button and share. Also, don't forget to come over and follow me on my Instagram page at Glittershine Nails. So until next time, happy stamping and bye!